Amasandawana awajabulanga. Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Pyramids 2. That means Pyramids are the champions of the CAF Champions League. Hopes were very high when Mamelodi Sundowns scored the first goal, and then there was something. We could see you singing there. There's something coming, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Mfethu kona hayi kubenzima kakhulu because nje besinethemba lokuthi lesi stanje sayisandawana. Besazi ukuthi sinaso isitayi sodwa ngoba noma suke ezindlini vele besikhulekile ukuthi hayi namhlanje nje isitayi sethu lesesibili sasithatha. Kodwa ke ngendlela ke ucoach naye akaselecte ngayo ama player asixulisekanga ezisingabalandeli.
Tell me about that, because ngiyabezwa abaningi futhi bayakhala ngalawo selection of players, because coming to this game we thought Sundowns needs to attack so that they will be able to get goals, and up front we saw Matthews, we saw Reniers, we saw Ribeiro. That shows ukuthi lo muntu ufuna uku-attack, but why are you still not happy as amasandawana?
Into esenza ukuthi singabi happy yabona ukufaka abadlali abangabo nje Matthew kuma kudlalwa umdlalo njengakwe CAF futhi kuyifinal kufuneka abadlali abanesipiliyoni abajwayele ukudlala. Ngicabanga ukuthi mombo kubona nakubafana isikhathi esiningi bekusethu abadlali abaningi beyisandawana abanesipiliyoni abazi ukuthi yini into echaza ifinal negame enkulu. Kodwa manje ngendlela ekwenzeke ngayo if substitute yakhe nje iyona nje ilimazile team ukuthi akaqhubeka afaka osalesi nje akubona abantu abangadlala igame enzima kanjeni sibabona nako Premier kulento kuyi-Betway ngendlela bebedlala ngayo.
But he was scoring goals.
Yeah, igoli ungascora mfethu kodwa but kunamagame amakhulu owaziyona ukuthi afuna abantu abazi ukuthi nje sidlala i-Sundowns uchaza ukuthini modlala i-Sundowns. Sundowns is a big team. Kumele ukuthi modlala i-Sundowns wenze sure ukuthi wenza sure kuyo yonke into i-final decision oyithathayo.
Your thoughts on Thembazwane? Loftus Stadium, the field was buzzing. Wonke umuntu efuna ukuthi kufake uThembazwane, but akazange afakwe. We see namhlanje futhi Thembazwane was on the substitute, but he didn't come in, and many people are aggrieved by that because they truly believe on Thembazwane and the atmosphere he brings to the club when he comes in.
Exactly mfethu yabo lo ochaza impela uThembazwane bekedingeka kula game ngoba umuntu okwazi yabo mawubuka imizuzu eyayisela ukuthi kuphela igame bese idinga umuntu okwazi ukuhold ibhola nokwazi ukuthi nje ibhola libagcina isikhathi esiningi kungabi saphasela omunye umuntu bebezakwazi ubamba. Mangicabanga ukuthi igoli elingenile ngene singasasile even second mhlambe lokungama imizuzu emincane nje bese kuthi kuphela igame yena wawuzofakwa ubani uye momulo Miami exactly noShalulini bebefaka umshisi bekuzakwazi ukuthi babambe ibhola isikhathi eside igcina igame siyiholder, and then after that bezaza kuphele lemizuzu ukuthi yenze ukuthini size sifike kuwinini.
But umuntu okhalayo lapho sesigoqa ukuthi ke you still had an opportunity in Cairo because you had an opportunity for an away goal rule, but you still couldn't capitalize.
Yeah mfethu kube njani impela kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi nawe ezibukile igame awukho umehluko ubonile i-changes eyenzekile, so yiyo lento evele esilimazile. Even noma iSundowns ngalazi uyalazi ibhola elidlalayo ngendlela edlale ngayo namhlanje ayikazi idlalele ibhola ejwayele ukudlala ngoba babona beyashaya amaphasi abawajayele ukwashaya lutho bahlulekile. So into eshaya ucoach akakwazi ukuthi abuke ukuthi ngoba nabadlali abakwazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuhold igame ukuthi kumele senze 1 no 2 no 3, so yona into emshayile ucoach. So nje kahle nje into engakhala ngayo kakhulu i-decision kacoach.
Well, hard luck Sandawana. Unfortunately the sisazohlala leso sisazoba isona sodwa bese namathembu seyizoba imbili but sisazohlala. So next season
nje siyastart i-star khuleka ngeke sigileke kuze kubekwa twice yabo nje next season esethi star ukubona kanye ukubona kaningi.
Pyramids 2, Mamelodi Sundowns 1. Mamelodi Sundowns could not be able to get the second goal to enable them to advance into being crowned champions of the CAF Champions League. Amasandawana azavela asuke isigubhukana wonke inhliziyo azikho right, but your thoughts on the game?
Tough one, eh? Tough one.
Second half, Mamelodi Sundowns managed to get a goal through Reniers. and a second goal was needed, but unfortunately it wasn't.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was tough. From the opportunity that Matthews missed in the first half, I had high hopes. It would have turned the game into something else. You score that goal, they get worried, and then maybe the second goal wouldn't have come from them. But on our side as well, should we get the second goal, then it's a win. I was hoping that we were going to get the goals later on, and when our goal came, I thought my prayers were to be answered, because I wanted them to kill the game in the last stages of the game, or in the last stages of the game. But unfortunately, they gave their all.
The coach did give Mamelodi Sundowns, not just Mamelodi Sundowns, the coach gave 10 minutes after 90 minutes. And the ref gave 10 minutes after 90 minutes, but Mamelodi Sundowns still, they tried. Motiba, we saw him for the very first time coming in. He tried to do those hold-up play and back passes, but still nothing could come out. So there was another substitution which many people cried for when Sundowns was in Loftus Thembazwane. Your thoughts on that?
On what? On Thembazwane?
Sure. And Motiba?
Yeah, Motiba, because the game was now getting rushed. Although I have mixed emotions about it, but I think uyenzile into abayifakele yona, because he was introduced to bully the centre backs there, which I think he did. Yeah, I think uyenzile into umsebenzi wakhe. It was just a matter of luck. It was a matter of luck, and yeah. It's crazy. We lost to the very same circumstances that we lose games through. It's a set piece, it's cross, complacency.
Well, I had luck Sandawana, and I think Sesobona next season.
Yeah, you go again. The more you play finals, the more you play semi-finals, the more you maximize opportunities to win this thing. And unfortunately, it is tough to take when you lose against a team that is relatively very new, because we've been struggling against Horoya, we've been struggling against Petro, all of those teams vanished, and then we've been struggling against Wydad, and the past 2 seasons Wydad has been the same. Then we are hoping that's minus problems, and then we've been struggling against Esperance. You happen to win against them. You've been struggling against Alahi, you happen to win against them, and then here comes the Pyramids that you don't know where it comes from. It's tough, but we have to keep going.
I'd like Sandawana better like this time. Well, it's just about it. Sandawana are happy. Young in that we just saw everybody ran out after a set defeat in Cairo by Pyramids. Sandawana had expected to see there was a win that is going to come, or a draw which will ensure which the Sundowns are the champions of the CAF Champions League. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We've seen Sundowns being knocked out to the quarterfinal, we've seen Sundowns being knocked out to the semi-finals, and Namhlanje, they suffer a defeat with final. How do you feel about today's game?
Very, very disappointing match, I must say. But then in football, there's always next time. Go back to drawing board, start the process, be patient enough, results will come next time. But again, I must say, one of the most disappointing things in life, it is to excel in the wrong assignment. What am I trying to say? Sundowns didn't play to their strength. They were so rushy in the attack. Yet the Egyptians came with a very clear game plan. Get the first goal in either half. As you could see. The first half, they had an early goal. Second half, they had an early goal. Why? The moment they scored the goal, they fixed their defensive blunders. They made sure that in their half, they never allow Sundowns to play their normal game. That's why Sundowns were playing long balls, which we all know that it is not their strength. So if you play out of your strength, you are playing to the hands of the enemy. So for me, I feel like the coach should have done better on that department, because we know Sundowns is a patient team. They play, I would say, South African tiki-taka to invite the opposition to your half, then catch them on the count when they least expected it. So if you start players like Shalule outside, I'm not sure about the fitness level of Tembazwane, but you need someone like him, his experience, his composure, his calmness. That is what was lacking in this game. So for me, I feel like Sundowns should have done better in this game, but then they allowed Pyramids to, they wanted to play the pyramid style, something I don't think they've prepared in Pretoria. So when you prepare yourself for a game like this one, you need to make sure that you play to your strength, you execute your game plan very well. So if you play outside your strength, you are likely to lose.
Well, Cisco, many people said would see Sundowns and winning the league, it's a norm. The league is not something that they are anyway celebrating at this point. But what they need the most is the CAF Champions League. Now Cardoso could not be able to win the CAF Champions League. What are you doing now? Do you keep Cardoso and use Cardoso next season, or you are saying goodbye to Cardoso, we need another coach?
Okay, the fact that Cardoso reached the final, it means he is capable. But again, he needs to go back to the drawing board. I think the coach must also go back to the team's bosses to know the philosophy of the team. I think that's where it's lacking. Because Sundowns is a ball-playing team, but today we didn't see that. So I think if he can go back to the philosophy of the team, plan his system around that, he can get it right.
Well, that's just about it. Unfortunately, Mamelodi Sundowns suffered this defeat, and hopefully they will come back next time. But when I be
I'm from Swaziland, actually.
All right. No, so cool. Tell them to subscribe, Swaziland.
Definitely.